There are a lot of myths out there about how to ripen avocados fast, and I bet you've probably heard a few of these yourself. As an avocado lover, I feel it's time we put some of these myths to the test and share the results with you. What seems to be the most widespread advice is to put your avocados in a paper bag, and some people recommend adding bananas or apple inside too. Even Martha Stewart has recommended this. It has been documented in the scientific literature that the gas ethylene can induce quicker ripening in fruits. BBC Earth has an interesting video that shows the process for bananas, and I put the full video link down in the description. But most of us don't have access to ethylene gas at home, so the idea is to use another fruit to be an ethylene proxy. The fruit placed in a paper bag with the avocados releases some amount of ethylene gas and will induce the ripening effect, or at least that's the idea. But this raises some questions, like why not use a plastic bag to seal in the gas? Can an apple or a banana actually produce enough gas to cause or induce that ripening effect? In our tests, the timeline will be picked from tree directly to test location, no storage in between. Choosing all the avocados from the same tree helps reduce variability in avocado type or growth location. The first set of tests take place on the kitchen counter. One is exposed, one is in a paper bag, one is in a plastic bag, one is in a paper bag with an apple. Then 2 more tests with exposed and paper bags are located in the cupboard, away from light, and in the refrigerator. For good measure, we also tested a windowsill for maximum sunlight, as well as a plastic bag hidden from direct sunlight. For the tests with a plastic bag in direct sunlight, I time-lapsed 1 week to show how much gas is released from a single avocado. Surprisingly, the majority of the gas was released in the first 12 hours. Then there appeared to be very little thereafter. I then tried to ignite this gas by placing a straw into the bag and squeezing the gas out over a lighter, but nothing happened. Since ethylene is very flammable, I suspect that there was not a lot present. If you're new here, I'm Cody, and I make videos related to STEM areas. But I like to go a little bit deeper and actually show a little bit of the data, the analysis, and some of the equations that go along with the analysis. If that sounds like something you're interested, join me. Hit the subscribe button and take a look at all the videos we have. Now, back to our avocados. To measure ripeness, I performed firmness tests. I used a force gauge and applied 20 newtons to the largest diameter portion of the given avocado. The idea is to press the gauge into the fruit at its widest diameter and see how much compression occurs measured against a ruler behind the fruit. This gives some idea of how soft the fruit has become for a constant force. Here are the results after the first 8 days. The higher the bar, the more squishy the avocado was. My error is plus or minus ½ millimeter. Surprisingly, the counter paper bag with and without apple appear higher than the control, but the cupboard paper bag is much lower. The only conclusion I can draw from this data is placing an avocado in the refrigerator will slow the ripening time. After 12 days, much more color change has occurred, along with shriveling. Some avocados didn't make it to this point for various reasons. Of the ones that did, I performed another round of firmness testing. Again, applying 20 newtons of force and measuring the compression length. The results after 12 days show that all but the refrigerated avocados were fully ripe, indicated by reaching similar levels of firmness, about 3 millimeters compression for 20 newtons plus or minus our error. So, how did my results compare with the scientific results? Well, for no storage at 25 degrees Celsius, which is about 76 degrees Fahrenheit, the average time to ripen was 11.8 days, which agrees with our results. But what about ethylene? This paper and another well-cited paper show that it can speed up the ripening process, but the amounts used range from 50 to 300 parts per million. Admittedly, I don't know how much pure ethylene is released from a banana or an apple or an avocado, but based on the results, it seems that it is probably less than the amounts used in scientific labs and industrial processes. Which is why placing an avocado in a brown paper bag with or without fruit doesn't appear to have any real effect on its ripening time when compared with just leaving it on the countertop. Finally, I'm sure you're wondering what these avocados look like after being sliced open. Well, here you go. In the close-up, you can see how creamy the avocados became, and yes, this ended up in a delicious bowl of guacamole. I hope you enjoyed the video and found the results interesting. If you end up trying this at home and doing a control test and a paper bag test, let us know about it in the comments. What results do you find? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, and if you enjoy content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more scientific investigations and, of course, little experiments just like this.